Hello friends, welcome to online school. And today let's talk about solving equations with square roots. And then assuming you have such an equation, it has a square root, this is a square root sign here. And then we are required to find for x. So how do we work this out? We can first take this x, this other side, on the right hand side of the equal sign. And then so we shall have square root of x plus 2, this being equal to x like that. And so after that we can square both sides. And then we shall have this side squared as square root of x plus 2, this squared, being equal to x squared like that. So this one here, it will give us x plus 2. Why? Because this is the same as the power of a half, and then a half times 2 shall remain with an index of 1. So this will equal to x squared, and then we can rearrange this to have 0 being equal to x squared minus x minus 2, which is the same as x squared minus x minus 2 equal to a 0. And then so next here we can simplify this using the product and sum method. And then so we happen to find that we shall have x squared plus x minus 2x minus 2 being equal to 0. So when you get a 1 and negative 2, when you add them, they'll give you a negative 1 here, which is negative x. And then when you multiply them, they'll give you negative 2. So this x minus 2x, it is the same as negative x here. So, and then we can then solve this. We can factorize here. We shall have x into x plus 1, then minus 2 into x plus 1, this equal to a 0. So we have x minus 2 into x plus 1, and then this is equal to 0. Our values of x are going to be x equal to 2 and x equal to negative 1 like that. But then take note that here we have to test whether both of these values of x, whether they satisfy this equation here. And then so let's test them. We test because on squaring here, this squaring here, it induces other values of x which may not be correct. So we can test again, and then we shall have x equal to 2. So for x equal to 2, we shall have square root of 2 plus 2, which is a 4, then minus 2, and then this is equal to 0. So let me find that 2 plus 2, it is 4, and then 4 minus 4, square root of 4, it will be a 2. 2 minus 2 will equal to 0, and then so x equal to 2, it is going to be a correct value of x. And then so let's try out this other one. Let's try out this other one as negative 1. And then so in that case, we shall have square root of negative 1 plus 2. Negative 1 plus 2. Right. And then minus, again, negative 1 like that. Minus negative 1. Then this equal to 0. And then so let's try to evaluate this. Negative 1 plus 2, it is 1. Square root of 1 is 1. Then minus minus. So this here, it will give us a plus 1. So 1 plus 1, which will give us a 2 equal to 0. So it means that x equal to negative 1 is not the correct value. And so from there, we conclude and say that x equal to 2 is going to be our value of x. And then so because we've substituted this, and then it did not satisfy this equation here. So again, we can have a look at another example. Let's try out another example here. And assuming we have square root of 3 minus x, and then this being equal to square root of 1 plus x plus square root of 2 minus x. And then so even this one, we are going to solve it using the same steps. And then we are going to begin by squaring both sides. So let's try to square and we see what we get. So we shall have square root of 3 minus x. Then this is squared, being equal to square root of 1 plus x plus square root of 2 minus x. And then the whole of this squared. So this is the same as an index of a half. Square root is the same as an index of a half. So it will cross with this, and then we shall remain with 3 minus x. And then this side here, we shall try to simplify this. So we shall have the easiest method, it is like we shall have this squared plus 2 times this plus this squared. So if at all there is any other way you use to of how to simplify such expressions, you can use it. I believe we shall get the same answer. So when we square this, we shall have 1 plus x plus 2 times square root of this and that, and then that will be the same as square root of 1 plus x, then this multiplied by 2 minus x, like that, and then plus square this squared, we shall have 2 minus x, and then after that we can rearrange, and then we shall have 3 minus x being equal to, so this is 1 plus x, 1 plus 2, it will give us a 3, plus x minus x, that will, the x will cancel out, and then we shall have 3 plus 2 square root of, this is square root of 1 plus x, 1 plus x, and then into 2 minus x. And then so next again we can first take this 3 this other side. Let's try to take it the other side, and then we shall have 3 minus x, this will be a negative 3, so this will cancel with that, and then we shall only remain with negative x this side. I'm saying that this 3 here, when it crosses the equal sign and it comes this other side, it will be a negative 3, and then this is positive 3, so they will cancel, and then we shall only remain with negative x being equal to a 2, then square root of 1 plus x into minus x, right, like that. And then so after reaching that stage there, still we can square again. We can square this side, and then we square this side also. So negative x squared, it will be x squared. Then so you take note that we have a 2 here. This 2 is also supposed to be squared with this bracket here, with this square root here. It's like you have the whole of this. It's like we have the whole of this squared here, and then this side also squared. So this will be a 4. And then this square root, when you square it, it will shall just neglect, because it is like a half times 2, which is a 1. So we shall have 4 into 1 plus x, then 2 minus x, right, like that. And then after reaching that step, we can simplify this other side. We shall have x squared equal to 4 into 1 plus x, it will be, well, let's first try to simplify this. So we shall have 4 into, this is 1 times 2, it will be a 2, 1 times negative x minus x, plus x times 2, which is 2x, then x times negative x minus x squared. And then so we shall have x squared being equal to 4 into 2 minus negative x plus 2x, we shall have 2 plus x minus x squared. And then so let's try to simplify this further. So we shall get to x squared being equal to 8, x squared being equal to 8 plus 4x minus 4x squared. We can rearrange it to get this x squared will cross the equal sign. We shall have 0 equal to 8 plus 4x minus 5x squared when this x squared crosses the equal sign. So this is the same as 5x squared, then minus 4x minus 8 equal to a 0. And then so when we reach that step, let's just use the method for solving quadratic equations. And then we can have here, you can have that. Let me try to solve it from here. So we shall have this as x. Remember the method is x equal to negative b plus or minus root of b squared minus 4ac. This, the whole of this divided by 2a, divided by all of this is divided by 2a, which will be a 20. And then so when we solve this, we shall get x equal to 1.72665, and then the other value of x will be negative 0.92665, something like that. So after getting those two answers, make sure that you test them for the value which will give you the most approximate value of x, or which will give you which will satisfy this equation here. And then after that, you conclude and say that the correct value of x would be the value which will give you or which will satisfy the given equation. And then so for that, we shall have to test here, and then that testing here, you can test and then you see the most correct value of x. But then so this is the way how we go about solving equations with square roots. And then so let's have a few trivial questions like 1. So if at all you have solve for x, and then we have square root of 1 plus x being equal to 1 plus square root of 1 minus x. And then we can also have square root of 2x plus 1, 2x plus 1, this being equal to root x plus root of x minus 3. Alright, so you can try out those two questions, and then that marks the end of solving equations with square roots. Thank you for watching.